Savages, welcome back. We are seeing a massive run on the EVs today, and we need to talk about three: NIO, Hyln, and Xpeng. Li Auto did have a good day as well, but I want to talk about these three. Two of them had a massive run up like we anticipated, and then one actually is going down. Is it a buy? My name is Tyler Wilson and I trade stocks, and this channel has no nonsense. We are clear, fast, and to the point, so let's get right to it. Namaste. If you watched the video yesterday, you saw from that 3-minute clip that I was very bullish coming into today and that we were guaranteed going to break the $52 level, which we did. We propped up to about $54 and came back down to $52. This was an easy money buy and I signaled it right here. Now in the Discord, I am calling out every single trade that I'm taking, and currently right now, this is absolutely free. So just click the link down below and you're good. Where do I see NIO going now? Obviously, I see it going up. It's doing very, very well. All Chinese EV as a whole have a lot of room to go back up. We've been taking a brutal hit from the Chinese delisting news, and now it's kind of coming to reality. It's not really that bad at all. So NIO and Xpeng, I'm very, very bullish on. Xpeng, I can't really find an entry for. I'm going to get right into Xpeng because I see potential entries coming up today. Then there is the dog, Hyln. Hyln is kind of trending down and it broke our major support, but it is looking like it's double bottoming at this 1550 level, which I'm going to get into on the chart here in a second. Well, I am bullish on Hyln as well because they took a massive dip, and I think they have a lot of room to go back up. My gut tells me they don't break the support and that they are going to bounce. Currently though, the only trades that I am sitting on: end of January Hyln calls, and then end of the week NIO calls. The NIO calls are already in the money. I'm feeling fine there. We'll be updating constantly in the Discord. But let's get right to the charts. When you're doing short-term trades, are you looking really to get into positions? I love the 15-minute chart. It really lets me know what's going on with the current price action. This right here is where we were yesterday in the video. And as you see, we gapped up instantly and broke above that $52 range and pushed all the way up to $54.5. From there, we dumped back down to that $52 level, a little bit below, and then shot back up. The reason this was such an easy buy, in my opinion: one, we were bull flagging, obviously back on the downside. This is always a bullish pattern. We saw it right here as well. A little bit more narrow going down, but still a bull flag. And then two, we had the obvious support and resistance right here. This $52 level is very, very strong. I mentioned it yesterday. If we broke above, you want to see the retest. I mentioned there may not be a retest, but we got one, so we had to enter. We're seeing the IV really pumping up on these, so the money is very, very good here. An example of this is if you saw my Netflix video from last week. I placed puts on Netflix. We over doubled our money there. Here are some profits from one of the guys in the Discord. Now, if you don't believe me, get in the Discord and just ask if they made the money. I have no reason to lie. But also, you can see the video and kind of what I said. By the time this video gets out, I suspect NIO is going to make another push to that $54 range, maybe even $55. This week, I definitely see all-time highs being pushed, 60, maybe 65 range. This EV sector could get very, very parabolic. Let's switch gears and take a look at Hyln. So if you see the top block, that was the major support I was talking about, but we're also double bottoming right now. This is kind of the last line of defense for this stock. I want to see a very strong bounce from this 15.5 range. Also, this is a very good buying opportunity. The IV is very low for calls. It's a very profitable trade in my opinion. Once we start getting some momentum above that 16.4 range, we have a lot of room to run, like I mentioned, to that $22 to $24 range. Very big range, but nonetheless, major profits to be made here. I love the company, no real bad news here, and the market is rebounding from this dip we saw this morning. In the short term, I think NIO is more of a sure shot trade. Hyln is definitely a longer term swing in my opinion. Like I said, I'm aiming for the end of January. January 29th calls is what I have on this, but I still see profits to be made here, and I'm not going to miss this opportunity. I really love this stock. I have lost some money on this stock before, but I still love it. I love the positions we're at. These are very conservative entries, and this is kind of my bread and butter. We like very conservative entries with large potential rewards. And then last but not least, let's take a look at Xpeng. Looking at Xpeng, it's a little bit more scary than the others in my opinion. We had a massive pump up, like I did mention we would get, but now we're kind of trying to close that gap. I'm not a believer in trading gaps. That's not my thing at all. But as we look at this stock, there is room to come down, and we're not really following NIO like we're seeing on that bull flag. NIO got a test of the monthly open and then popped back up. Xpeng actually dumped below. It is important to notice we're seeing the whole market dip, and NIO is one of the few stocks going up. If I had to pick between Hyln and Xpeng, I would definitely go with Hyln. I think there's more upside and less risk overall with this stock. And then if you're a long-term investor, I still think Hyln has more upside than Xpeng right now. This $16 range is very, very cheap. Honestly, you're kind of stealing it. Going into this week, EV was where the money was going to be, and we're seeing the volume really kick in there. And I think if the market really starts to recover from this initial dip that we're seeing this morning, EV has a lot more room to go up. Hyln being a very good pickup here. I really love this stock. There's a few other plays I'm liking as well. I'm going to make another video going into that. That's going to wrap up this video, guys. If you got something out of this and if you like the content, hit that subscribe and the thumbs up below. I really appreciate all the love and support, guys. Savages, we'll be back. Namaste.